So my big plan is I'm going to try and find a village. And then once in the village, I'm going to basically build it up. Build a world around it. Did anyone else hear a villager then? I realise it's much easier for me. I'm sitting here with headphones on rather than you guys with your, 15 decibel lower volume, because obviously you need to hear me. I'm the most important thing in this. That was sarcasm, by the way. I'm not that narcissistic. So I thought I heard a villager, which would be bizarre. What I always like to do in previous games, I have, built a village or built a world, and then, thank you, do have sticks. I've built a world and then tried to find zombie villagers and then go through the whole, the potion of weakness and a golden apple to try and transform them back in order to try and populate the world. And I've done that a couple of times, kind of successfully. But it took a lot of work because for some reason I managed to trap my zombie villagers. I managed to give them something to hold on to so they stayed alive while I built my potions and things. Sorry, I've got a bit of indigestion. But for some reason I never managed to keep them alive for that long once they became villagers again. They just ended up turning back into zombies. So I think somehow zombies were getting to them, but who knows? So my plan is I'm going to find a village somewhere, and I'm going to build in that village. Now, I've been playing around. I'm a builder. It's kind of what I love to do. I started, my obsession with Minecraft kind of started with, obviously, exploration and wandering around and just learning how to play the damn game. See, even things like that on hardcore make me scared, even though all I know, that's just this is a big cave sound. My kind of addiction to Minecraft started with Corrales, who, if you don't know him, you really need to check him out. Who's like god of building, or actually, I'll rephrase that because he's the god of doable building, which not a lot of these builders we see, like what's his name? Vadact. If anyone's ever seen Vadac's or, Hypixel and things like that, they build the most amazing things you'll ever see. But they're always very, very textured and very complex. And while, yes, it's doable for someone to do, it's doable for someone to do, it's a lot harder. Whereas Corrales, he has a more simple style of building, which I really love. There we go. So this is where I was looking for. I know I went back and forth like 3 times then. He has a more simple style of building that's kind of emulatable, which I really love. I'm also in love with BOO. He is my favourite. And he's kind of the person that's inspired me to start LPing. Because I've been watching his old series again, and his old series are kind of, I realise he did it back when Minecraft had only just started, so there were less amazing Let's Players around, and a bunch of bones. I need bone meal. There was less amazing Let's Players around, and I guess the Yogscast might not have started their whole Minecraft thing yet, but did you get anything? No, didn't drop anything. So the kind of, I don't want to say the quality, but the style of his Let's Play was a lot more laid back, and that's kind of what I want. This isn't going to be heavily edited. Out of coal. This isn't going to be heavily edited at all. I might edit out some boring bits, especially, mining, strip mining. You'll never see strip mining on here because, let's face it, who actually wants to watch strip mining? That would be incredibly boring. But it might be a case of, I'll keep the recording going while I'm strip mining and come back when I find some diamonds or something exciting. So, yeah, I plan on potentially recording all of my mining, but, that's kind of fraught with danger. But basically, it's not going to be heavily edited. I'll edit out some stuff that is genuinely boring. But shouldn't you edit out everything then, Cream Puff? I hear you crying. Yeah, that's funny. Makes me feel good. No, to be honest, I'm just doing this for myself. It's a hobby that I just love. and I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun to do. So I've been going for about, it's hard to tell actually, because this is going to be in 3 or 4 parts, thanks to the various issues that went on at the start, but it seems like they've stopped. I'll touch wood. That was me touching wood. Ooh, misses. It seems like we're kind of stable at the moment at 30. For those that want to see 60 frames a second, I do apologize, but it turns out that my computer just can't handle that without a significant drop in quality. I am recording in lossless, so hopefully the actual quality is pretty good. Audio-wise, I'm using a Blue Snowball. Oh, thank you. Look at it. It's magical. I do actually have a village. That's so much what I was hoping for. That's fantastic. So this is going to be where I'm starting. I've never had that happen. I've never had a pig walking across my head. I've never had a pig walking across my head. My enunciation is terrible today. I was actually feeling a little bit ill earlier today. I had a coffee and it made my entire body shiver and shake. It was weird. And I was freaking out. So I'm kind of off coffee now. But I've replaced it with copious amounts of tea, which I'm not sure has been much better, to be honest. Oh, look at this. Looks like it's only a small one. Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh, look at you. Rotten flesh as well. You're going to be my new best friend. Okay. Beautiful. We've got a librarian. I'm going to keep you there. I've got an idea of what the library's going to look like. We've got a church. I've actually got a church design in mind. My hope is alongside this, as I come up with ideas, or as we come up with building ideas, I'm going to run Let's Builds on the side, showing you how to build certain buildings that I've got here, because I do have a plan in mind. I've got a few buildings that I've been working on in my creative world, which I'll show you guys one day, and they are going to replace these. So I'm going to have, there's at least one style of building I can have here, for the little miniature, kind of the smaller houses. I have a design and a building that I have prepared for this, which is going to be so fun to make. I'm really looking forward to that. What's kind of annoying is I know that the build I've got, this bit juts out, so I'm going to have to cut all of that off, but that's okay. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm so stoked that I've found a village. Alright, so I'm going to go get my stuff then. I know I've got a decent cave down there. Actually, I might just take a little bit of time here to try and find a cave. Oh, is that a ravine? Oh my god, I've got a ravine right next to the village. This is a good start. This is a really good start. I can see some redstone. I can see some gold. Yes. Yes. I am totally in favour of this. This is wonderful. Alright, I need to... Unfortunately, I'm a little bit low on disk space, so I need to keep a really close eye on how much I've got left. But I think we should be fine for this. Oh, this is absolutely unreal. I'm stoked. So I'll be running some Let's Builds. So the Let's Builds will be they'll come out as needed. So it'll start off with, an episode of this, so the survival, which will show you guys what those buildings look like. And then I will make a Let's Build kind of showing you how to build them. They're not the most complex things in the world. They're kind of... Like I said, I feel like I'm more of a Corralisy builder. Hello. I prefer to build, I don't like those buildings that have 9, 10 different block types in a wall to give it texture and definition. I think it's much better if you kind of consider what a wall would look like. Obviously, if you want it to be ornate, make it ornate, but just consider kind of what it looks like rather than trying to whack in as much detail as you can by throwing in block types and random crap into it. I like to have a bit of more of a simpler approach. And I realise, that kind of sounds wanky coming from someone that, obviously you guys have never seen before. I've just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Anyway, enough of me talking bollocks. Let's talk about what we're going to do. What we're going to do is find where the hell I started. Oh, there's a van that drove past. Wonderful. Yeah. Where did I come from? Aha, I think over there. Maybe, hopefully over there. It's over here somewhere. Because I remember the mountains, I remember the sprucey. Actually, that reminds me, I'm going to have to grab some spruce willis before I go, because my builds all require spruce wood. They require oak and spruce. Also, I'm not entirely sure. I kind of envisioned that this would be really pure, and I'd start off with the vanilla texture pack. That was really stupid. I'd start off with the vanilla texture pack. But I have actually found a texture pack that I really like. I haven't found one for a while. My favourite used to be Summerfields, and I use Conquest or John Smith sometimes, especially in creative worlds, because I have a tendency to build kind of medieval-ish. But I found a texture pack called A Little Bit of Colour that I absolutely love, which I may or may not use. I want some ideas on whether or not I should use a texture pack or whether I should just keep it vanilla. It's kind of a weird thing starting here in a Minecraft world, and kind of this is my first Let's Play, because everything I've read and everything I've heard about is that Minecraft Let's Plays are unpopular. People aren't really watching them anymore. You know, they're not getting the likes, they're not getting the views. And, you know, there's a whole heap of reasons for that. We haven't had an update, or a meaningful update, since 1.8. We haven't even had any news of an update. Well, I suppose we've had, you know, there's, I think, new magical arrows and shields and potentially dual wielding, which I kind of don't know how that's going to work. So that'll be interesting to see. Whoops, thought that was dirt. I'm an idiot. Not really sure how that's going to work, and I'm not really sure I want it. I know they've kind of talked this. There's one of those moments where you just think, should I be doing this? But we've gone for 16 minutes, so let's persevere. This is one of those. I've totally lost my train of thought. Oh, they're calling this the combat update, the 1.9 update, and it seems like they are, you know, adding in new arrows and dual wielding and a quiver. I love the idea of a quiver. That would be fantastic. I'm assuming it'll only hold up to a stack, which is, I guess, fine. I don't want anything making the game too much easier. Oh, no, can't get up there. A little granite block. It's a good way to waste a pickaxe. Have I actually got any dirt on me? Oh, no, I'll just put the spruce wood down here. What was I talking about? Yeah, I would actually just prefer to make the game harder. I don't know if anyone else has found this, and it's kind of odd for me to say, considering I more or less just play this game to create stuff. But I'd like more dungeons and more kind of, I don't know, unique encounters. Because, see, on the one hand I want that, on the other hand I don't want that, because I feel like if it's done badly it takes away from what Minecraft is, which should be like this kind of random world which happens around you and you just kind of live in it. You start putting in random encounters, it becomes an RPG, and then, you know, blah blah blah. I don't know, I kind of just want there to be maybe some more mobs, or change how the mobs work. Definitely more dungeons, and more meaningful dungeons as well, because that's something I really think is lacking, is having meaningful dungeons. You know, finding a, you know, skeleton spawner or something in a cave is all well and good, and it's fun, and I like building grinders, and, you know, it's still exciting. But then you open up the chest and you find some bread and some wheat and a gold nugget, and you just think, oh, okay, well, thanks for that. I'm glad I've got that gold nugget. You know, it lacks a little bit of oomph, and now I'm starting to get worried because I've forgotten which way I live. It's over near this hill, or that hill. I don't want to get stuck outside. I'm terrified of dying. Oh, there we go. Just follow the light. Yeah. So new dungeons would be fantastic. New mobs, yeah, as long as they're a unique mob and not just someone to join the Endermen and the Creepers and stuff. Alright, that's going to do it for this first episode. I know it's been a bit stupid and rambling, but I kind of felt like I had to, tread the same ground as I already have done, thanks to the stupid recording that existed before this one. Hopefully this one is much, much better. And, I'll catch you in episode 2. Again. Let's play this a bit smarter now. Let's play this like I'd play a modern first-person shooter, considering that's essentially what this little bit of poo came out. I've always loved the idea of playing a hardcore